Hello everyone, and by now you might be worrying, oh no, he's talking to us directly. Does that mean something went wrong with this episode? Well, yes. This episode was initially played over a year ago from my current vantage point, and unfortunately, like I said the last time I had to make one of these summary recordings, I was still learning, and the fault is entirely my own. When the game started, I was so excited to stream and play with my friends that I forgot to press record until the break. And unfortunately, Twitch doesn't hold the streams forever, so all I have in terms of a recording is the final 45 minutes of this episode. So, you're just going to have to deal with a little bit of my summary. When we last left the Wild Things, they had descended deep into Telemy Hill in an attempt to save Jingle Jangle, the goblin. They had followed what they thought was a herringon down this hole, but what they discovered down deep in the recesses of Telemy Hill, these creatures were not herringon, and in fact something called Meenlocks, creatures that fed from the very fears and nightmares of their victims. The Meenlocks took on several different forms to best terrify our Wild Things, like we heard in the previous episode, and the form that they took to best terrify Jingle Jangle, it turns out, was that of herringons. In a truly heroic display, the Wild Things first dispensed with the physical manifestations of their own fears, and then dealt with those of Jingle Jangle. Gromp had the brilliant idea of freeing Jingle Jangle from where she was currently chained up. Upon doing so, Jingle Jangle quickly ran over to the silver bird cage where Sir Tavalar had been imprisoned and freed him. Ecstatic from his newfound freedom and with a lot of pent-up energy, Sir Tavalar took out his magical sword and began to quickly deal with the remaining Meenlocks. You don't mess with an emissary of the Summer Court. And where we pick up in the final 45 minutes of this session, the Wild Things, Sir Tavalar, and Jingle Jangle climbed back up to the main section of Telemy Hill using the rope system that some of the Wild Things have begun to refer to as a hill-evator, and I hate it. And it is there that we pick back up with the last part of this session. One more thing before we jump back in, there was another boo-boo that I made during the recording of this session, and like an idiot, I had the microphone from my camera activated instead of this beautiful high-quality microphone that I have sitting right in front of me, because I am not the smartest person. Now, with the listing of my failures and that summary out of the way, let's jump into the little bit that we do have of this session, Meenlocks and Keys. So, you all are now back in the home of Jingle Jangle, inside the cave located in Telemy Hill. You now have a free Jingle Jangle with you. You also have a free Sir Tavalar with you. Is there anything anyone immediately wishes to do upon the elevator ding hitting the top floor?
You mean your hill-evator?
Hill-evator hitting the top floor.
Yeah, thank you.
I hate it every time.
I'm gonna look over at Jingle Jangle and go, I find myself somewhat curious. Feel free to ignore it if you like, but why the fear of Longscarf?
Jingle Jangle was foraging, looking for food, and the brigands came and took from Jingle Jangle, hurt Jingle Jangle. Been scared ever since. is silly.
And would
I know.
these rabbits be singing silly songs and demanding memories of gifts?
Memories? No, but now that you mention it, they were singing something. Before they attacked, Jingle Jangle took Jingle Jangle's mushrooms. Haven't left.
Wait, did you say mushrooms?
Yes, for food.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I totally thought you meant the food kind.
Jingle Jangle has not
You did
left
not. You're a liar.
Tanami Hill since then.
Well, we ran into the same brigands on our travels. It sounds like they're being more of a nuisance than we may have originally thought. I found them more of an annoyance than a danger. But if they're going around stealing people's food and beating the shit out of them, pardon my
Good
language.
job.
And we got to do it back.
Also, begs the question. Jingle Jangle, so because these thin ones weren't exactly rabbits, they were just bugs that looked like rabbits, what did they want? Because it didn't seem like they were also there to beat you up and take your mushrooms.
No. They hurt Jingle Jangle's keys. They bent them, wouldn't let them jingle or jangle together. Terrible. Awful.
Gromp excuses himself at that point.
Okay.
I
Are you
wonder
heading,
if
outside?
it was...
Just because he thought it was pretty funny and didn't want to laugh in front of her.
Got it.
Do you think they didn't like the sound, the vibrations, or the loud noises of the
How
keys
could
coming
you?
together?
Who doesn't like the sound of jingles or jangles?
But they
Well-
didn't, want a specific key? Or something? They didn't want anything from you?
Did not seem so. Simply mean.
I don't like mean people.
Hmm.
I don't like bullies either.
Mm-mm. We don't stand for bullies around these fucking parts.
Is there some kind of check I could make to know whether or not it might have been her fear that lured them here? Just being afraid and in the dark that might have just either summoned or conjured them?
If memory serves, when you first saw these things, you actually made an Arcana check, and you got a 24. I remember this because it was one shy of getting extra information with a 25. But with that, thinking on this, absolutely. Not to mention that just moments ago, all things considered, each of you saw these things make some of your... You aren't 100% sure, because you don't know each other that well, outside of some of you, that everything you saw was related to someone's fear. But each of you is certain of one thing. One of those things, at least, took on the guise of something that was terrifying to you. And so, with that information, it seems pretty likely that they were drawn here by someone who was afraid of something, and therefore a perfect meal.
Jingle Jangle, I don't know if you've noticed on your travels with Telemy Hill or on your own, but there's something wrong in the Feywild. Have you noticed it's a bit darker lately?
Yes. Ever since the Coven took over, he's not the same. Jingle Jangle doesn't leave Telemy Hill much, even before this. But why Jingle Jangle does talk to Telemy, says that things are very different, darker, that it is safer here.
I don't disagree, but I think based on what we know about these things, it might have been that you were so afraid that it brought them to Telemy Hill for you. Which begs the question, what can be done to make you less afraid so that they don't come back?
Right as Wraught says that, I walk back in the room. Jingle Jangle, I made this for you, and you can see that my hat is missing a couple charms, and they're just like loosely tied together. That they make one little dinky jangle.
And you hand that over to her, and she looks at it for a second, and then just cling, cling. And she gets a big smile on her face, and she finds an empty spot on her coat of keys that she is wearing. Legitimately, like, envision scale mail made out of keys. But because of what has happened to her, sections are missing or ripped off, and she takes where one key had been and she loops it around there.
You have given Jingle Jangle a gift. Give Jingle Jangle a moment.
And she walks back into the cave, and you hear...
You need to stop giving things away. They always give you something back, and sometimes it's not worth what you gave them. Stop giving people garbage.
Wraught, that was a nice thing that Gromp did. Sometimes
He
kindness
keeps
helps
giving people things, and they keep having to give him something back.
Well, that's fine. That's what being nice to people are. Yes, Gromp.
Otto told me that it's nice. He told me that a couple years ago. He said, you need to stop taking from people. You need to start giving. Giving is better.
Yes, but when the giving is expected, or else you end up in big trouble here. It's kind of like, if you gave me something and I didn't have anything to give you, what am I supposed to do?
I would never give you something unless you were way nicer
Dude, I
than
don't
you
want
currently
any of
are.
your weird garbage.
Okay, fine. I will give you something then, just because you said that.
Girls, you're both pretty, and Downs didn't have lots of stuff. But I think what Gromp was going for was giving Jingle Jangle something to feel better, maybe, or like think that she was protected from the rabbits. So
Yeah.
just moot.
Just you watch. She's gonna come back and have to give him something.
We're going, and Kai's gonna be pushing Wraught out the door.
Oh, Melon, do you want a gift too?
Oh no, I was just wondering what you had taken from people.
Like in the past?
No, I haven't taken anything from anybody. I just told him not to do that.
Oh no, it wasn't you. You said that you took stuff from people. What'd you take?
Yeah, I used to take their money. I used to take their hats.
Nice.
I took one guy's soul.
Sold off.
But it was gambled. It was gambled. I didn't kill him.
I leave after he says soul. I say soul. Nice. I leave.
You have to explain to people that you sung him a song and he gave you his number. You can't tell people that you ripped someone's literal soul out.
But it sounds so much cooler. Bodie knows.
I mean, it does sound pretty cool, but
what sounds like you sucked his dick! And she's being shuffled out of the cave.
And so he's going, no, I need to educate you. There are several different types of love languages, and sometimes acts of service or gifts.
As most of you start making your way out of the cave, Otto and Gromp, the two who stayed there while 4 of you left, you are therefore the first two to see as Jingle Jangle comes back towards you. And she's lit a few of the candles that were around the cave in the process of doing this, but she's walking back towards you, and she has a bag in one hand and a tray in another that has a crystal, elegant, domed cover on top of it, and the tray itself is golden. And as she turns back around and sees just the two of you there, wait. And she hands something to you, Gromp, and it is a set of 3 keys on a key ring, and you notice that there's a new section on her coat that is missing 3 keys.
Put it where it wasn't, where the charms were in my head.
Jingle Jangle wants to thank your friends for saving her. Where did they go?
They're just right outside.
We made it very far. We're just like 10, 15 feet away.
Right outside. Do you want it?
Yeah, right
walk?
Earshot.
Yeah, like entrance of the cave.
She walks up the, worn stone steps and meets you all back out there.
You all help Jingle Jangle. Jingle Jangle must repay you. First, before...
And she shakes the bag and it jingles and jangles and she gets a big smile on her face and she sets that down on the ground with a clang. But
first,
she lifts the crystal cover on this tray. And you can see that for a second, when she lifts it, there's nothing on the tray. And then a full key lime pie, pre-sliced, materializes on the tray.
Wait, what?
Is anyone hungry?
Mo's hungry.
Yes.
Eat, plenty.
Wait, you said no. Should I
Wait
not
a
eat?
moment. You were just out looking for mushrooms and they stole your food. Why do you have pie?
Eat pie for every meal for a month and see if you still like it.
That's fair. That's fair. It's already halfway gone.
As the two of you each lift a slice, another one materializes where you lifted from.
Jingle Jangle, quick question for you.
Oh, I see.
Is this just you found an unlimited pie source from I'm assuming a pie realm?
Don't know if it was from a pie realm, but lots of pie.
Are you currently making this, or is this something that you found that rematerialized?
Found it. Well, someone gave to Jingle Jangle in exchange for a key.
Genuinely a great gift. May I?
Oh, yes.
As you all start helping yourselves, those who wish, she squats down and opens the sack and starts pulling items out of it and laying them out. And she lays out a total of 8 things on the ground and then pushes the bag away.
Jingle Jangle would like to give you one of these as a thank you. Anyone.
And you see the following. The first thing is a set of lockpicks, a file, small mirror, small scissors, pliers. It's a lockpicking kit, but a really nicely made one. The second thing you see is a key that looks like it had been in a house fire. It's charred badly. Third thing, a key where the design of it has clockwork imagery. And as you look closer, it's actually slowly the gears are ticking. A third key, this one relatively rustic looking, but the head of the key has the image of a cabin carved out of it. There's then a heavy-looking padlock that has 3 shackles instead of the normal 1. The remaining 3 items are also, unsurprisingly, keys. One that has a lock image carved into the head, one that has a question mark image carved into the head, and a third that has an eye carved into the head.
Any one you would like, you may have.
Is it we all have to choose one, or can we all each choose one?
Her intention is for you each to choose, or for you in total to have one, as a thank you.
Do I get the sense of any kind of magic on any of them?
How would you be doing this? Like, detect magic?
I don't have detect magic. I think she mostly kind of wants to like sniff them and see if she can get the smell of arcana off of any of them, because she kind of channels that in her blood. So she doesn't have any, I don't think, any one thing that's good for that. Just having messed around with magic as much as she has, just kind of get a vibe.
I will say that even
Detect magic vibe.
Yeah, just putting the vibe out. Even just because you're proficient with Arcana and because you're intelligent, odds are they're probably magical.
Jingle Jangle. I think that what you gave me is plenty. I don't think we need anything else, right? Right, everyone?
Up, Gromp. Shut your mouth.
That was for this?
Yeah.
But it's so nice.
Oh, thank you. Jingle Jangle made it herself.
Thank you.
Jingle Jangle, can I ask, like, do you know what these keys unlock? Because, like, a lot of them look really cool, but, like, that orange one there kind of seems like it might not be super useful. Which is kind of against the point of a key.
Jingle Jangle knows what they all do. You may ask Jingle Jangle about 2 of them.
Can we each ask you about 2 of them?
Jingle Jangle appreciates your rules lawyering.
Hey.
Otto.
Well, if it's all right, with the group, can I ask her about one?
Would you like to converse with the group about which one? You could just go for it if you want to.
What's up with the one with the house on it?
Jingle Jangle will show you.
And she picks it up and walks away from you all about 30 feet. And turns in the air and lets go. And it hovers there. And she steps back. And a lock materializes around the key. And then a green door. The paint faded slightly. And over the next minute, you watch as an entire cabin materializes. It's not huge, this cabin. Probably 1 room inside. But it's there.
I would like that one. That's all right.
She walks up and turns the doorknob and pushes it in. And there is a single room with a fireplace already going. A bed, 2 chairs, a table, and a stove.
And this key summons this cabin whenever we use it.
Well, can't be used every day. Runs low on energy. Needs to recharge.
Do you have a battery pack
No, don't. We can ask about one more, Otto. Put your hand down.
No, we each get one. We can each get one.
Yeah.
Because we rules lawyer the fuck out of her. So we each get one now.
And as you're having this conversation, she walks up, she closes the door, and picks up just a rock from the ground and throws it at the door, and it impacts and chips a little bit off of the door paint, and then the entire cabin disappears and she catches the key.
During this whole exchange, for the future exchange of this, I'm going to be trying to see if Melon can eat as much of the pie as he can to see if it ever legitimately stops.
Alright.
So far, you all decide what you want for Melon.
So far, I am happy to say, it hasn't run out yet.
I'm so happy.
But let me know how many full pies you get through, and we'll come back to whether it runs out.
Cool. I'll roll. What do you want me to roll for that? Just tell me the
just tell me how many you get through.
Cool.
Wraught.
I think Wraught's going to kind of look over all the keys and not ask about any key in particular. She goes, Jingle Jangle, We are trying to help and stop Bavlorna. Which of these keys do you think would be most useful to us for dealing with that?
Okay. If nothing else, I'm giving you a luck
Spicy.
point for a really smart question. I'm not sure how helpful her answer will be because she's going to answer as she would, not as I would.
It's better than like just going, I like the one with the eyeball.
Hey, whoa. Don't knock the eyeball. You don't even know.
First of all, I found us a nice little spot to step in if there's some bad weather.
So you
oh,
say
joy.
This, and she says,
You are going to help?
We're going to try.
And that includes probably going after Andor Longscarf along the way since he's causing problems.
Well, in that case...
She picks the charred key back up and puts it in the bag.
That is one of the Jingle Jangle's least favorite keys. This one...
And she points to the one with the clockwork imagery.
This one can make someone older or younger. This one you...
And she holds up the one with the cabin.
You know.
Goes to the one with the image of a lock itself on the key.
This is Jingle Jangle's least favorite key. Forgive Jingle Jangle for trying to get rid of it on you, but this one can lock any lock. Why do that? This one.
The one with the question mark she picks up.
Will unlock some things, but not others.
Picks up the one with a eye on it.
This one is strange. Lets you, I call it the witness. Lets you see what the key saw. And this one...
She picks up the lock itself, the one with the 3 shackles, and she shuts the shackle while holding it up and lets go, and it stays there. And then she jumps on top of it and balances on one leg atop of it, and then jumps back down and just snaps the shackles open and can move it again.
Can anyone open that, or is it like only the person that locked it that can open it again?
Suppose anyone, if they know that they can.
I'm going to glance at Otto. As much as I like the idea of a warm, cozy cabin, I can't help but be intrigued by the key that unlocks some things but not others. Can you imagine a key that could open multiple locks?
So I will let you guys know how that one works, just because. It's legitimately random. If you try to use it on any lock, if you roll a 20...
50-50?
Roll a 20. It will unlock that lock.
20
but this can be used multiple times, so it's not like once you unlock one object with it, it's done. So it has a 5% chance of unlocking any lock.
So we can just roll and roll and roll and roll until it unlocks.
On a particular lock, you get one chance.
I was about to say, a 20 on what kind of roll?
On a D100. No.
That's
D20.
a legitimate question, you know it.
On D20.
I do like the padlock and the house key.
But the charred key, not good. Makes lightning like you a lot.
Oh, it's a lightning rod. It's not a key, it's a lightning rod shaped like a key.
Be fun.
Well, what do we think?
I personally kind of like the cabin key. It's a good idea for running around in a swamp. But the padlock as like a immovable rod is also kind of sick. especially since it can lock onto something.
It is.
But keep in mind, we're not going to be in a swamp forever. This is just one part of the Feywild. Maybe the next part we go to is a nice hotel.
It is legit a immovable rod lock, though.
Jingle Jangle, how much do these keys mean to you? Like, compared to all the other ones, they're just like another key to you, yeah? Or...
Well, like Jingle Jangle say, 2 of them, Jingle Jangle not a fan of, but all keys are special.
Well, crew, what do we think? Out of character, what are we thinking?
Probably the house one. I'm gonna ask something if you give me a sec. Jingle Jangle. Rather than having it be a trade, so we'll gladly take a key from you, but can I borrow one from you? Not a key, but the padlock. Because the padlock will always serve a purpose. But once Bavlorna, that whole thing is dealt with, I'd come and give it back.
If Jingle Jangle can borrow something from you, too?
I have,
And you know this, Kieren, in your time. You know of the principle of reciprocity. The rule of reciprocity, and that a thing taken or given should be also then, replaced with something of equal value. Value is subjective. I don't mean gold value.
Okay. He's gonna hold up the dagger that he used for stabbing one of the nightmare creatures. You were afraid of those things. And your flails didn't do too much. And your keys and your locks, can't fight them. But you can see that this could hurt them anyways. It's a little faster than your flail. And it did a lot to them.
Does it mean something to you?
I've had this one for a while, as part of a matching set. And he pulls out the other one to show her that it's, do you have kind of nice knives? It's one that I came here with. Yes. Because it'll keep you safe while I'm borrowing your lock. And then I'll come and get it back. Because I'd like to have the matching set.
You save Jingle Jangle. Jingle Jangle will trust you.
Takes the knife and hands you the padlock. Thunk.
Thank you. I feel like this is really gonna help trying to go after something big. Or somebody that really wants to move.
If you want to take that instead of one of the keys.
And she points to the tray.
Jingle Jangle is tired of pie.
I'll throw in a couple of my rations. I'll just pull those out of her pocket and give her something else to eat, though, because I've got a bunch of rations. Probably random stuff I shoved in my pocket from the inn anyways.
Hard-boiled egg with a hair on it, like...
No, things wrapped in wax, but there's pickled eggs and meats and stuff. He'd be kind of a hoarder for that, where it's like, midnight snack, hell yeah!
So see, which you do see Melon. If you did mention the tray, Melon is still over there trying to eat more.
How many full pies have you gotten through?
I rolled a D10 plus a D6. I'll keep the number to myself until after this whole interaction is done.
In order to know if it has run out.
14 whole pies.
You made it through 8, actually. And then it stopped.
Oh no! I'm so hungry.
Just imagine Melon, like, once he's done after the 8th, when he just keeps dropping it, picking it back up, dropping it, picking it back up.
That you could take the tray, she walks over to it and she goes,
see, it can make other types of pies too.
Wait, what?
How many did you eat?
He's a bottomless pit.
2, 3,
Well,
Broke it.
4. I don't know past 4.
It can do 8 a day, and it can do key lime or cherry or chocolate.
No, he's allergic to chocolate, actually.
Well,
Wait, I am.
glad Jingle Jangle told you.
Jingle Jangle, the only issue is, as sick as you may be of pie, if you don't have it, you will have to go out foraging more often.
We'd rather you keep it and keep the knife for keeping yourself safe.
At least until we've helped with this place and made it safer for you to go out, you may just have to be happy with pie for a little bit longer. Melon, put that down.
But out of character, I think seems we all probably agree on the house key. Oh.
Yeah, I like the house key and the question mark.
Yeah, that question mark key.
The allure.
It could be a game
It's 1 in 20.
The allure.
If we didn't roll the 20, would we be able to use luck points to get to the 20?
I was genuinely thinking that, and I won't say what the limit on the luck points would be. You would be able to use some, but there would be a
even 1 is worth it.
Hey,
even 1 is better than nothing.
There's a 5% extra chance.
Alice, out of character, I am totally for the house, the rod, and the...
We have the rod.
I already got the rod.
20%. Okay, the house and the 20% chance.
Yeah, I agree.
I am totally for those two.
Being able to get restful sleep, though, is really nice.
Oh, yeah. Having somewhere that we can guarantee is like, oh, yeah, no.
We got restful sleep at an inn that walked on legs. There are going to be places to sleep here.
It's a really good point.
It's not like we're going to be in the woods the whole time.
Still, though, bed. You love the luxuries, Joe.
And you've never had a home, so...
Fuck it, let's go with that. We don't give a fuck about comfort. Let's do the question mark.
Well, this is a group choice. You tell me.
Okay, everyone at the same time. 3, 2, 1. Question mark.
I think we're going for the question mark key.
Jingle Jangle hands that one over to you and scoops the rest up.
Buddy.
I'll take it as well.
Good luck with that. If you
will need
to stay, and well, Jingle Jangle can't offer you any more pie for today, but if you need somewhere to stay, Telemy is very comfortable.
Oh, hey, out of curiosity, she said that she was very tired of pie. I got a spare dragon fruit that I wasn't eating yet. Dragon fruit.
Oh, did you get this from here?
Yeah.
You should eat it then if you're going to be...
Oh, I already had one.
Finding Agden Longscarf, you might need it. He is fast as lightning. Very, very dangerous.
Lightning?
Lightning.
I thought I heard it play like Fast as Lightning, very, very frightening. I don't know.
It is very, very frightening.
So I have a question, Jingle Jangle. Is Longscarf, does he look like me?
Well, not exactly like you, but he is a herringbone, yes.
As handsome as him or lesser?
Jingle Jangle does not feel prepared to comment on that.
I can hear Lauren laughing from upstairs.
Yeah. We've all taken a few knocks, some of us more than others. I don't think it would be a terrible idea to spend at least one night on Telemy Hill. We can have a meal together, get some rest, and then maybe go rabbit hunting in the AM. Just for fun. As a treat.
Before we head out, Jingle Jangle, do you know who might be able to get us through the mist?
Oh, you will need a guide. Best guide Jingle Jangle knows is Clapperclaw.
We've heard about Clapperclaw before, out of character.
They are in Downfall, which is where Bavlorna lives, and all of those bullywugs.
All right, sounds good. Thank you.
So you all decide to kind of chill here for tonight. Are you trying to settle down like inside the cave or just find a spot on the hill itself?
I mean, if Jingle Jangle will have us, I mean, like to think we're buddies now? Maybe? But if Jingle Jangle would prefer solitude, that is respected.
I will sleep outside just in the grass to look at the sky.
Valid.
Oh, that's
what
nice.
I'm gonna do.
I also would like to turn to Sir Tavla real quick and ask him, sorry you didn't get any input on the gift, but do you have plans for tonight, or not like in the weird way, just like, do you know where you're sleeping?
You coming onto the dragon?
No, I'm not.
Yes.
Unfortunately, I do not feel I can remain. I must return to the Summer Queen. I cannot thank all of you enough for having freed me. Before I do go, I have something for you, Sir Gromp. Mr. Sir Gromp.
Thank you.
And he unsheathes his sword, holds it on 2 tiny fingertips, and passes it across to you.
You have done me a kindness. Many. You took my burden on your shoulders when you needed not. You gave me...
And he gestures towards the now empty cave where the ball is still sitting.
Comfort. From something that mattered to you. I do not have any such item on my person, but what I do have is something else near and dear to me. Please, accept this as my thanks, as a vassal of the Summer Queen.
Now, before I take this, I need to know, will you be able to protect yourself on your journey back? I can't leave you empty-handed.
Well, it did not stop what caged me the first time, but from here I suspect I will be able to make it back home safely. And if not, well, improvisation. That is part of being a knight.
I would... Although this magnificent sword, perhaps the most beautiful I've ever seen, I feel that you need this on your journey, and I know that I will see you again. And the next time that I see you, that debt may be repaid. And I bow to him.
You are a man of honor, Mr. Sir Gromp. But...
And he flies a little bit closer to you and hovers in front of you, and he lowers his voice so that even though your friends are around, this is just for you.
You now have people to protect. I'm not sure if you have before. I have, for many years. It is a great weight, but it is what gives one purpose. You will need this. It would be a dishonor to me if you refuse.
I kneel down and put both of my hands up.
Yeah, you're a bugbear, so it's legit, like, goes across your 2 palms. It is... And as it lands, there is a soft glow and a mild vibration that you feel for a second come from it. This will function for you as a +1 dagger.
I use daggers.
Hey, you can do with it what you want. He doesn't care. Once it's yours, it's yours.
Well,
and he
Thank
just like flutters out a little way from you and turns to address all of you.
You have my gratitude, and that of the Summer Queen, and that is no small thing.
I assure you that before this is over, you will see the fruits of your labor. Thank you for what you have done for me, each and every one of you.
Well, thank you for your help, Sir Tabelar, and it was nice to meet you. I have a question, or more a request.
If it is within my power.
I mean, it should be. I hope so. If you could speak to the Summer Queen when you see her again, and see if she would mind requesting an audience with the witch-like monarch and his court, that would be nice.
I will see what I can do. You have my word. The Summer Queen will welcome you as honored guests, as will I.
Be safe.
Thank you all, wild things. Be safe.
And you watch with this slight purplish pink sparkling after trail as he flies up into the sky. And Sir Tabelar disappears from sight.
Kai's gonna slowly sidestep over to Gromp as we're all looking up to the sky. Here, are you gonna use that? I'm really good with knives, but I just wanted to ask.
I just silently take it out from behind my ear, hand it down, and just eyes staying at the sky.
I have to say, I don't actually.
I'll hand him my other knife so he can put it behind his ear instead. Thank you.
I was about to say, can I actually just say, I don't actually take the cage off my back because I don't really even realize it's there still anymore.
That is the one thing that I did forget to mention before flying off.
Oh no, I still got it on my back.
Return to the cage and grab the ball before he flew off.
I don't even realize it is so meaningless. I have a
Bodie,
cage
did you
on my
just try
back.
to get an appointment with the Queen? Did you try to get in the Queen's address book?
I mean, Jingle Jangle says it means something here, so why not use any pull that we can get?
Big brain. Big brain.
I know that they say, shoot your shot, but that's a queen, Otto.
And this is a king, and you shall address him as such.
I would rather die. And then she's gonna go and set up a small fire to have some food in.
Amazing.
Oh, right. 38.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
You're still keeping track of that?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, well, good for you.
Yeah.
As you start to set up a fire, or start to set up a fire, Wraught, a few of the willow trees that were nearby kind of disconnect from the earth and walk over to you, but in the process they scoop up already fallen branches and twigs and start helping to gather it. And as they drop them at your feet, please, only ones that have already fallen.
I wouldn't dare to try otherwise. Your help is very much appreciated, and I wish it was always this easy.
You fucking got it, guy.
And with the wind blowing through the willows, and the jingle and jangle of Jingle Jangle as she returns from her cave with candles and things just to light up around where you all are camping. As you settle down for the evening atop Telemy Hill, having dealt with the nightmarish creatures that were torturing Jingle Jangle, having freed Sir Tabelar, the fairy dragon, envoy of the Summer Court and Queen, and now make your way forward. That is where we will close for tonight's session.
How dare you!
Thank you all so much.
Thank you for listening to this episode of The Wild Beyond. The Wild Things are played by Mav as Otto, Joe as Wraught, Lauren as Bodie, Morgan as Melon, Devon as Gromp, and Sarah as Kai. And Ethan did all the other stuff. Until we see you next time, stay wild.